Hello, welcome back to another episode of Never Say Never. It has been a while, yeah, since I shot a video on this series. When it comes down to Marvel Silver Age books, the one big title that a lot of people collect that I really didn't really try very hard, even though I do have a lot of the books, is the Avengers. I definitely want to complete my Fantastic Four, my Spider-Man, my X-Men Silver Age run, but Avengers is just something that I really didn't try very hard, even though I do own a ton of it. And I think the earliest issue that I had is issue 6, but buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was never really in the card until recently, and I turned it down. For those that remember, I bought a set of Spider-Man run and X-Men run last year or a year and a half ago. Basically, Spider-Man 1 to 60 something and X-Men 1 to 60 something. Yeah, almost complete. Each title missed, I believe, the Spider-Man one was missing one issue, and the X-Men one was missing one issue, maybe two, but almost complete. So I bought those was the two big purchases as far as collection. It's from the same collection, from the same collector. He had a big run of many Silver Age title, and those were the first two that he let go, and I paid a fair price for them. Sure, there was some meat left on the bone, but I didn't get a steal, okay? And the seller was not easy to deal with. Ultimately, eventually, he did offer me the Avengers run. It took forever for him to decide to sell his Avengers run, and he finally contacted me and said, hey, time to sell my Avengers from 1 to 60 something. And he sent me pictures, not great pictures, and that was one of the biggest problem I had buying the Spider-Man run and the X-Men run. They were not complete. Well, one of the Spider-Man book was missing a page, a pin up, and he didn't care. He didn't offer partial refund. He was just like, oh well, la di da. I bought this privately, not through eBay. The X-Men run was missing one book. Basically, he didn't show me a picture of everything. I think he showed me a picture of everything except for that one book, and for some reason it skipped my mind about asking that book, issue 32 or something like that. And then when the book arrived and I count the books, I'm just like, it's missing issue 32, and he's just like, well, it should be in there. And then I went back and looked at all the pictures that he sent. He took very poor pictures. He would put 8 books in the pictures. So he would line 8 books up and then took a picture of 8 books, and then he would flip them over and took a picture of 8. So the quality, the distance, how far the book was not very good. But somehow I missed it, he missed it. But once again, he offered no partial refund because part of the price that I calculated was also including issue 32. So there was a problem with both of those purchases. Small problem. I did ask him after the Spider-Man issue, after buying the Spider-Man run, that I told him that for me to go forward, I need him to assure me that every book is complete. He must flip through the books and assure me that they are complete, or I will reverse the charge. Because twice a little bad things happened, and he refused. He's just like, well, I'm not gonna do that. So when he called me up, well, he emailed me a few months ago, right before the Avengers movie came out. He tried to time that. he called me, he emailed me, and he said, okay, it's time for me to sell my Avengers run, make your offer. And once again, he sent me the same kind of pictures. Issue 1, he did provide the full front and back, and then from issue 2 on, it was like eight books per pictures. And I asked him again, is there any way that you can look through these books to assure me that they are complete? And I'm not worried about restoration, because these are the books that he bought off the rack, and I have examined the X-Men and Spider-Man books thoroughly a year ago, so I'm okay with not worrying about restoration. I'm just worried that he may have cut up some pin up, rip off some page here and there when he was a youngster and forgot about that. And once again, he did not want to do that. He did not want to go through at least issue 1 or issue 4 to assure me that I'm not going to get screwed. And in the end, I couldn't do the deal. You know, I make an offer, but lower than, we were thousands apart, nowhere near. In the end, he tried to sell them, and then not sure how he tried to sell them, but eventually about 2 months later, he did contact me and say, hey, you know, the price you offer, if you still want them, they are yours. But you gotta, you know, pay me without PayPal, because I don't want to pay PayPal fees. I mean, he want the cake and the ice cream and everything. You know, it's just like, okay, you don't want to eat PayPal fees, you don't want to go through eBay because you don't want to pay eBay fees, so you want me to eat the PayPal fees. At the same time, you don't want to assure me that the books are not missing something. Which, how many people here is gonna go for a deal like that, right? So even though, yes, I bought the X-Men and Spider-Man set, I had enough. Plus, because it's the Avengers, I don't care. I don't care that much. If it was Fantastic Four that he was selling, maybe I would have been more, taking more risk. But it's Avengers, so ultimately, I walk away from the deal, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna offer me the other books in his collection, because we did not part in good terms, and I'm okay with that. I felt that I was a decent buyer. Mind you, I ate the PayPal fees for the Spider-Man run as well, so I did bend over backward, and for him to not even give me a partial refund on issue 21 with the missing pin-up, that ticks me off with his la-di-da attitude. And here, it's a book that I thought I would never own. I thought my chance of owning this book was buying that Avengers set, but as luck has it, a copy was available for me to buy, and it contained the characteristic that I'm looking for. You know me, presentable, low, mid-grade, white covers on white books, not yellow or tan, not big corner creases, things like that. So without further ado, yeah, this book has many of the characteristics I like. First, white cover, perfectly centered. Let's take a look. The stamp codes. Okay, yeah, it's not perfectly centered, but you can see the stamp is not cut off. Nice corner there, nice corner here. Yeah, I say the book is probably 5.0. Can it be a 6? I don't think so. Can it be a 5.5? Maybe, but yeah, I think finally a book that I never thought I would own. Though I had never even attempted to buy this book outside of my first year returning to the hobby. When I first returned to this hobby, I actually almost bought a 9.2 copy. A dealer on the CGC forum was trying to sell me a 9.2 copy, because he heard I was looking for big silver edge keys, and you know, and I think he wanted $12,000, yeah, for a 9.2 Avenger 4. I said no. it was a good decision, because you know how you can go check the price of that book and see that if I paid $12,000 for a 9.2 copy, 10 years later, it would not have been a good investment. But now, finally, a copy of this book is in my possession. Yeah, very nice. Never say never. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.